Now to Ian Thorpe, and at just 22 years old, he's just released his first authorised biography, an open account of his life story so far. And for a person who's known for his reticence to talk about his private life, Ian gave me this rare insight into the young man behind the swimming phenomenon and what he thinks about marriage and kids. A biography at 22 years old. What made you want to do it?
Look, everyone says 22, it's like, a bit young to do a biography, and I'm like, yeah, I agree. But I've been asked to do this for such a long time now that it's kind of felt like this was the right time to do it.
Were there any revelations to you when you look back, things that stood out?
I was amazed at how inconsistent and how incredibly incorrect a lot of the things were when you went back.
It seems to me you're a young man who is recognisable virtually everywhere in the world now. You've lived your life in a goldfish bowl pretty much for 7 years. How have you dealt with that?
I've dealt with it two ways. I've dealt with it by accepting the fact that I will never not be known. And the other thing that I do know is that when I'm in my house, absolutely no one recognises me. My dog doesn't know that I'm famous, and so when I take my dog for a walk, it doesn't care. And so things like that, and little things like that.
Now, one of the disadvantages, of course, of living a life in a goldfish bowl is that it makes it hard on relationships, doesn't it?
It does make it hard on relationships. You don't just have the normal pressures of, you know, relationships that everyone else goes through.
Is it hard meeting people, someone that you would consider having as a partner in a long-term perspective? Is that hard for you?
It is hard. I mean, like you said before, I mean, I would love to be able to meet a girl and to actually have to introduce myself and say what I do.
Are you in a relationship now?
Difficult question. But, you know, I kind of am, I'm kind of not. Pardon?
You are or you're not.
Yeah, you know, it's difficult. Sometimes it's, you know, you kind of go, am I or am I not? You know, I kind of am. Kind of.
How do you keep it so quiet?
You go to every effort to make it quiet and keep it quiet.
When you look to the future, and I'm not just talking about swimming here, when you look to the future, what do you envisage?
You know, I think that what will happen in my life is that, you know, one of the chapters if my life was a book, you know, swimming would kind of be finished, and then, you know, there'd be this other chapter in my life that's going to probably be 3 or 4 times as long as what my swimming career is.
What about marriage and kids?
Not yet. I'm not thinking in the next 12 months. That might be in the, you know, 5-year, 10-year plan, but not in the next 12 months.
But is it part of, is marriage and kids something that you look towards in the future and say, yeah, that's what I want?
Yeah, I want to be married with 2.3 kids.
2.3?
2.3 national
really interested
average.
To see that .3.
Might be 0.4 now, actually. I think it's gone up. But no, look, I mean, I love kids, and, you know, I'd like kids, you know, in the next however many years, and that's what I see myself as doing. And, you know, I would love to be a great father. You know, I really do look forward to that day, and I really hope that they don't swim. Because, you know, I think when I finish swimming, I'm not going to want to get up early again. But if they do, I'll be happy to take them down to the pool. Maybe. But I'll probably sleep in the car or something.
I can imagine that Ian's biography is now available at all good bookstores.